Welcome back. Today, the weather's a little bit better, which is fantastic. Been in here giving the birds a bit of a clean out. Haven't had them out for a fly this morning or today at all, so I might get them out a little bit later. They are still looking pretty good, considering we haven't been in any more races. They're all looking pretty good. These two sisters, as you can tell, they're looking very similar. There's our little special hen. Look at her. She's always a funny one. One of the yellow team as well. So they're all just relaxing. It's a nice day. Bit of sun. And it's not wet and windy and all what's been going on. So the birds are enjoying it a bit. Here's one of the shock ones shock storms that we've been breaking in. I think yesterday's video, you've seen them. They were sort of hanging around outside for a while. That's all right. They're only pretty young, first few times out. And then we got the other one here as well. And they're all right. Looking pretty good. I'm not sure how they go, but we will fly them and hopefully they might get to a race. But not holding any hopes up anyway just yet. They're all looking pretty good. This is actually one of Leo's little babies paired up to the blue bar hen. She's looking pretty good actually. I've looked at her a few times. She's getting a little bit shy now, but all the other birds in here just relaxing. Not too many of them in here at the moment until we start to get the numbers back up. And there's old mate, he's coming a little bit late, so we'll sort him out shortly. We do have some good news. We do have our first babies, which are down off this little hen here. She's looking pretty good, this little one. It's a bit hard to see because we've got the glare in behind us, but she's not a bad little hen. We'll give them all a bit of a go. Hopefully we get some babies off this pair today, or eggs anyway. She's been hanging around that nest a lot, so we can probably hear the little babies squeaking as well in the background, which is pretty cool. It's been a while since we've had little squeakers in here, but anyway, hopefully she gets some eggs down today, because I did yesterday move the eggs in from under Leon Storm, put them in this one, and then she will lay again soon. But at this rate, these two have paired up, so we might be able to move the other pair into there, and then Leon Storm might do another round, and then we'll just have 3 lots and then we'll stop, because then that third round will be closer to birds that we can enter into one loft somewhere. So that's pretty cool, but we'll see how we go with that. We still are early in the season, so we can't get too crazy just yet. We'll just get a few out, and then we can get a few birds off to the one loft, which will be pretty interesting as well. He's pushing her pretty hard, but I'd say she's pretty close to laying actually. I have been keeping a pretty close eye on her and just feeling this underside here. That underside there gets pretty puffy and bloated when they're about to lay an egg. So hopefully today, I've been saying it for the last few days, but she has been pretty close to that nest. So let's hope the old girl still got it in her and she wants to give us some eggs. But you can kind of see at the back there, she's kind of, the tail's moving a bit and whatnot, so she could be carrying a little egg in there for us. And the cockbird, he's ready to breed. We'll probably give him another hen later on anyway and let him raise some of his own babies, just so he can get a few Thai grizzles out, which I'm pretty excited to do. They will come more in the normal breeding season, but yeah, he looks good. It's not a bad cockbird, that one. The only other thing that I'm concerned about is that we've got these pair down here. These ones may just be a little bit more ahead, so I may not be able to slip them in on them other ones successfully. So we will have to, I'll go back through my notes and just see the days to see how close they are. Generally I like to keep them within like 4 to 5 days, absolute max. So these ones could just be a little bit out, only because we've actually got babies up here and they really caught me off guard. I was not expecting babies so quickly, but this hen's looking pretty good actually. She's a nice hen. We're definitely going to do some proper breeding off her shortly anyway, after this round I reckon. Come on. Come on you guys. She actually is such a beautiful hen, this. Every time I see her, I think, wow, she's beautiful. She's a bit of a character too, look at her. And you can see those markings black on her wings. that's what I really like to see in Thai grizzles, and I was actually very happy that we got this one off really, because she's got the perfect marking. So there she goes, she's hopped out there. I didn't want to push it too hard. Anyway, enough Thai grizzle talk. Let's just quickly, so want to have a quick look at your babies. Bring them over here somewhere in the light. So we've got 2 here. These are both off. That's the father here. We fostered these ones out. These ones, you can see they've got lots of crop milk in there, which is what we really wanted to see when you do foster them, because you want to make sure those eggs are as close as possible. So you see this one's beak is got that bit of white on it. So this one is going to have a bit of pied in it by the looks of it. So I think this might either be a mealy or a red checker pied. Generally the reds have got that a little bit fainter, more of a maroony kind of color diluted on there. So I'm not locking it in yet, but I'm going to say that one is going to be red, most likely a pied. I might be able to tell by the toes actually. Oh yeah, you can see. Oh, he's done a little dropping on me. Let me sort that out. It comes with the part of the parcel, but you can see, if you can tell, see the little feet. So this one's definitely got some pied in him. So he's got like little white toes and little black and white blotches on there. But then you got this one, who has got them just more darker feet, and same thing, he's got quite a dark beak. So most likely is going to be a blue, but potentially could be just like a darker red checker as well. So a bit harder to tell, but we will just wait and see. We definitely got 1 red there, so that's good. We'll get them back up with their mum. But that's our first babies for this breeding season. They are a lot earlier than I thought they would be, but I wasn't really paying too much attention, so they probably caught me off guard. Probably the normal amount of time, but I was just shocked when I come in here and I was like, I thought they smashed one of the eggs. It's alright, you just come back over here, big girl. Just get tight and out of the way. Oh, she's a nice looking hen. Good girl, you look after those babies. So I'll shut them up. I've got the full food tray in here too. The only reason these guys are still locked off, for any guys that haven't been watching the other videos, is that this cockbird, Titan, hey, calm down. He is a very dominant cockbird, so he'll try and take every nest box. He'll go in here, fight with these ones. He'll come down here and fight in here and break eggs and things like that. So when we're starting to get eggs in the nest and babies, that's why he's locked up. He did beat this guy up pretty bad a couple of weeks ago, so that's why I've locked him up, just because he is a nasty pasty, that one. He doesn't he likes to fight everyone. Go back in there, good girl. Hopefully get some eggs from that girl tonight anyway. You can just see she kind of wants to hang around that nest. She doesn't want to go too far, so that's a pretty good sign. And she's keeping a close eye on her cockbird as well, so hopefully we're going to get some eggs. But I think we may just be a little bit too far out to foster them ones under there, so that's a bit of a shame. So we'll just see. I'll double check and get back to you. But anyway, I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Stay tuned. Breeding is starting to happen just a little bit. I know you guys, well, a lot of you enjoy it. There's a lot going on. And also we've got this cockbird that we might pair up again shortly. But good signs. Even this little pair down here is starting to behave again. It looks like they're paired up. So yeah, we're on the right track. And I'll see you all in the next video.